Number 1 wants you to reflect a figure across the line x equal -1. The first thing you need to do is figure out where x equal -1 is and mark that. So this is your x equal -1. So you're going to count to that line and then continue the same distance. So you have 1, 2, 1, 2. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then on the bottom you have 1, 2, 1, 2. And you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't forget that you do need to label each of your points. So you're going to have M prime, I prime, D prime, N prime. You also need to draw your figure. Looking at number 2, we're reflecting across the y-axis. So you're going to count to the y-axis and then continue beyond that. So B is going to go to the right, 1, 2, 1, 2. O is going to go to the left, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And Y is going to go to the left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So then you need to label your new points and then connect them. So you're going to have O prime, B prime, Y prime with your new shape. Number 3, draw and name the line of reflection for the figures. So you've got to figure out what you did. Well, you went at a diagonal, so you know it's going to be either it's going to be y equals something. So you went 1, 2, 3. So that would be 1.5. You went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4. You went 1, 2, 3, 4. So it would be 1, 2. So what I would do is use the 2 good points we had, which are going to be 2, 2, 4, and 0, 2. And I would take those to stat. And we have 2, 4 at stat edit. We're going to have to go up and clear this. You're going to have 2 for an x value and 0 for an x value. Then you're going to have 4 and 2 for your y values. Then you're going to go back to stat. You're going to go over to calc. You're going to choose 4 for linear regression. Enter, 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 enter. And you have y equal x plus 2. Going down to number 4, they want you to highlight the line of reflection, draw the image, and label the image with prime notation. We're reflecting over the line y equal 3. So you go to where y is 3, and you've highlighted the line you're reflecting over. Now we're going to draw the new image. So M is going to go down 1, down 1. O is going to go up 1, up 1. G goes up 1, up 1. E goes up 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So then we need to label the new ones. We have O prime, we have E prime, we have M prime, and we have G prime. And then we connect the new points. All right, going to the next page. Number 5, draw the translation of the figure below along the vector 4, 5, -5. Remember the number at the front is going to tell you left or right. It is positive, so you're going to go right 4. The number at the end is going to tell you up or down. It's negative, so you're going to go down 5. So each point is going to move to the right 4 and down 5. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So then you simply draw your new shape, connecting the points, hopefully better than I did. Number 6, for the graph the figure with the given vertices, then translate it using the given vector, label the image and pre-image, and write the mapping for each point. So we will start by plotting the points that they have given us. We have -1, 2. We have 1, -1. We have 3, 1. We have 2, 3. And we need to label those and connect them. 2, 3 was S, 3, 1 was R, 1, -1 was Q, and P was -1, 2. So then we connect those. I'm going to change colors. You don't have to. We're going to have a mapping that goes -1, 2, so that means we're going to go left 1 and up 2. So left 1 up 2, left 1 up 2, left 1 up 2, and left 1 up 2. So then we need to label our new ones, and so we have S prime, we have R prime, we have Q prime, we have P prime, and we are ready to connect the points, and we have our new shape. They also want a mapping, so we've got -1, 2, we've got 1, -1, we've got 3, 1, and we've got 2, 3. These were our original points. Your mapping shows what the new points are, and so your new P is going to be -2, 4, and you can either count and see where your point is, or you can subtract 1 to the X and add 2 to the Y. It doesn't matter. You're going to have, for your new Q, you're going to be 0, 1. For your new R, you're going to be 2, 3. And for your new S, you're going to be 1, 5. So make sure that you include the mapping that we're talking about right here. All right, for 7 and 8, you need to find the vector associated with each translation. We need to go from C to A. So we went over and up. We went to the left, and so my vector is going to have a -X. Make sure you use the greater than and less than symbol since it's a vector. We went to the left 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We went up 1, 2, 3. So -6, 3 is going to be your vector because we went left 6 and we went up 3. Going from E to D, it looks like we're going to go to the right 1, 2, 3, 4. And so for my vector, using the symbols, right 4 is going to be a +4. I did not go up, I did not go down, so my Y change is a 0, and so that's going to be your vector. Looking at number 9, given the quadrilateral QUAD with coordinates given, U prime has coordinates -3, 5. Find the translation vector and coordinates of A prime. So you're going to take U prime minus U. So do this for X and do it again for Y. U prime has a -3X and it has a 5Y. Minus U has a 4X and a 1Y. So -3 minus 4 is -7. Feel free to use your calculator. 5 minus 1 is 4. So my vector is going to be -7, 4. And so to find your A prime, you're going to say 2 minus 7, and you're going to say -3 plus 4. So you're going to have -5. and 1 for your new point for A. Moving down to number 10. What single translation has the same effect as the following two translations? What you need to do is add or subtract whatever, combine your x, and then you also need to add your y. So you're going to say 4 plus negative 3, and you're going to say negative 2 plus 4. 4 plus negative 3 is going to be a 1, and negative 2 plus 4 is going to be a 2. So the combined change would be 1, 2. Number 11, you're going to rotate the pre-image AB 90 degrees about point O and label the image. If you look at your thinking map for 90 degrees, it says negative y comma x. It does not mean that y has to be negative. It means you swap the x and y location, and when you bring the y over, you change its sign. So my original A is at, if I put that 0 being your origin, you would say that it was 0, negative 2. My original B is going to be 0, negative 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to swap them and change the sign of y. So it becomes 2, 0, and it becomes 6, 0. So my new points are going to be 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 0. And I would draw a line between them, and this is A prime and this is B prime. Going to the next page, for 12 through 13, use the Ferris wheel. What I would do first is figure out what my angles are. I would count. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 angles. So I would say 360 divided by 6. Each angle is going to be 60 degrees. Okay, I don't care if you label all of them, you just need to know they're all 60. So what is the angle of rotation when point P maps car B to F? What you need to know is you're going from B to F. So we're going to start at B and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 moves. Remember, you always go counterclockwise. So it will be 4 times 60. And so you would have a 240 degree move. Number 13, on the Ferris wheel, what point does A map to under 180 degree rotation? 180 divided by 60 is 3. So you're going to make 3 moves as you leave A. So you're going to start at A and you're going to go 1, 2, 3, and that's going to have you at point D. What is the image of 3, 5 when it is rotated about the origin by 180 degrees? Your 180 is going to be negative x, negative y, which means they stay where they're supposed to be. You just change the signs. And so it would be negative 3, negative 5. Once again, I got that from the thinking map. Number 15, they've given us the points or the coordinates for the points. What is the image of R rotated 270 degrees about the origin? 270 is going to be a y negative x. So we're going to look at R. We're going to swap them, and then we're going to change the sign of x. So 4, positive 3 is your answer. What is the image of W rotated 180 about the origin? 180 is your negative x, negative y. And so we're going to leave them where they are but change their signs. And so we're looking at W, and it becomes a positive 6, positive 5. Going to the next page. Looking at number 16, rotate triangle ABC 270 degrees about the origin. Graph the image and pre-image, label both, and complete the mapping. So I'm going to start by plotting my points. We have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. That's going to be my A. I have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's my B. And I have 6, 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up 1 is my C. I'm going to connect those points. And I have my original triangle. If I look at my thinking map, I noticed that when you rotate 270 degrees, it's going to be y negative x, which means that you're going to swap places and change the sign of the x. And so for my new points, I'm going to have 2, negative 3. I'm going to have 6, negative 3. And I'm going to have 1, negative 6. So 2, negative 3 is my A prime. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, negative 3 is my B prime. And then 1, negative 6 is my C prime. So 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is my C prime. And so then I draw my line connecting those. Please try to draw better lines than what I just did. Taking you to 17 and 18, the octagon is regular, so the first thing you need to do is figure out the measure of each angle. If it were me, I would extend these lines, and I would go ahead and go to every point that has a letter. So then you're going to count, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 360 divided by 8. So 360. Let's clear that. 360 divided by 8, because there were 8 angles, is 45. So each angle is going to be 45. So what is the angle of rotation when C goes to N? So if you start at C, remember counterclockwise, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you're going to say 45 times 5. If you're not sure, you have 45 times 5, and you get 225. What is the angle of rotation when R goes to E? So you're going to start at R, and you're going to go 1, 2, 3. So it's like 45 times 3. If you're not sure, 45 times 3, and you get 135. The octagon is regular. What is the image when CO is rotated 225 about point B? Well, 225 divided by 45 will tell you how many changes you made. So 225 divided by 45 is 5. So you've got to make 5 movements, and you're starting at CO. So this is what you're moving. So I would start with C, and I would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's going to start at N and go to E. So N, E would be your answer. Number 19, reflect the figure over the y-axis and then over the x-axis. So over the y-axis is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So there's your A prime. Now over the x-axis, 1, 2, 1, 2. So your final answer is A, 2 primes. Number 20, draw a glide reflection using the translation 2, 0 and the line reflection x equal negative 1. So start with your 2, 0. So that's going to go to the right 2, and then it's not going to go up or down. So 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2. Then you're going to reflect over x equal negative 1, and x equal negative 1 is this line right here. And so when you reflect over that, you're going to stay where you are, you're going to stay where you are, and you're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2. And so this is what your new shape looks like. All right, that is the end of the review. You should be ready for the test if you can do everything on this review. If you have questions, you need to come see me. You need to look over the review. You need to look over your notes, rewatch any videos. Test will be tomorrow. Don't forget your posters are due tomorrow as well.